So me and Camila did the run a couple days ago. I haven't been able to make a video because I was a little under the weather, but I feel better now. Basically, we had this huge pile of humanitarian aid donated by another group from the Netherlands. They usually have their own driver come, but his car broke down. And we wanted to get it out before the next batch comes next week. We also had these socks donated by a private donor that were to be delivered to a fort. Again, the soldier was supposed to come, but he had a baby or something. And anyway, both these things were sitting in the garage and needed to be delivered. So we were going to do a two in one. While we were there, we also dropped off a suitcase to the post office so it could get shipped further into Ukraine as a favor for one of the residents of the center. Forts and soldiers are always asking for good quality boot socks and certain other clothing items that they go through a lot because they're always on their feet and always wearing the same outfit every day and it wears out. So I was able to skip the lines because of our humanitarian aid declarations and everything, go through a special line. On the way in, we saw all these billboards. We saw more billboards like this than for anything, than commercial billboards. The red one says, "We are in our land and you're going to lie down in it." The one on the overpass says, "We will be victorious, definitely." This one says, "This is our land, we won't yield." This one says, "Don't leave, defend." And the last one says, "Ukraine, one language," which is to me is the least patriotic and most political. I mean, it can be argued that it's also patriotic, but it's definitely the most political. When we got to the warehouse, it was super confusing. The group shares this space with another group, and the other group was like, "No, they're not. There's no one here." And we had to call our contact and like figure out what to do. And then finally, somebody met us and started helping us unload. Then they showed us that in the warehouse they also hand make Ukrainian flags and gave us one as a present. I don't have any pictures of the fort, but the drop off to the soldiers was much more organized and easy, even though they wouldn't text us an address for safety reasons. On the way back, there was a huge line with the buses estimated to be waiting for multiple days. And so a few Ukrainians decided to jump in with us as we were getting out of line, and we helped them get to the border within 40 minutes rather than waiting in the bus line for days. All in all, it was a pretty successful mission.